Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Selenium training. In this session, we are going to talk about how to capture individual web elements in Selenium. In previous session, we have already seen how to capture a complete page or a complete web page using Selenium that will capture using text screenshot. So in this session, we are going to see the important feature of Selenium version 4 to capture a web element. Okay, so once you are familiar with capturing a uh, full page, then this is very easy because it follows the same methodology. Okay, so let's switch to this concept. So why do you capture individual web elements? So in order to have some confirmations or in order to capture whether the error message text is displayed properly, if you want to capture those things, you need to capture these web elements. Or for example, if you want to capture after logging into a web application, if you want to capture a particular name is displayed on the somewhere on the page after logging in, then you need to capture these web elements. Of course, in some cases you need to capture full page as well, but in order to save the space, or if you want to capture only some particular web element, then this will be helpful. Okay, first look at the syntax of capturing a web element. uh, you have to declare as usually a web element and a reference variable for a web element, and you have to store that web element using driver.findElement. And here same way as we have seen for full screenshot in the previous session, you have to declare one variable which will capture the image and store it at some place file src is equal to. Here if you observe, we are casting the text screenshot to a driver and then capturing the complete page. But coming to this session, we have to capture only one web element. So in that case, it's a very simple uh, criteria. You can see here, we are not casting to the driver because we are not capturing full page, but in fact, we need to capture only one web element. So here, file source file is equal to web element name, which we declared in the previous step, dot get screenshot as, and the all remaining syntax is same. Here the difference between the full screenshot and capturing an individual element is you are not casting the take screenshot, or you are not using that here, but here you are directly giving the web element name dot get screenshot as, which is the feature available in only Selenium version 4. Okay, so let's switch to Eclipse and let's see how this can be done. So in order to run this script, we have taken one example. Let me show you that. Let us take this demo web shop. Okay, so I'll be landing to this page initially, and I'll be giving one email address and one password, and I'll be clicking on login. Once I log in, I need to confirm that this case test 101. I mean, not confirming, we are not doing any assertions or we are not verifying any text here, but we are capturing the web element. So I am just capturing this gmail.com. Or even if you can capture logout, or to check whether after logging in, if you want to check particular menus are available, or if you want to capture what menus are available, then you can use this screenshot method, individual web element capture. Okay, so I'll be capturing my email address here after logging in. That's the test that we are going to do now. So here we have an email and we have a password, and we are just clicking on login and then verifying this. So let's switch to Eclipse. So we already have framework project design here, framework prerequisites. I'll be giving the GitHub link in the description where you can download this complete project. So go ahead and download and just use it for a practice. So now let me create a class. I'll call it as capture web element screenshot. So this is my name. I'm going to take public static void main. Now I'm going to take a WebDriver manager because we already discussed earlier that we are not going to provide any driver.exes manually, but in fact we are going to take WebDriver manager. Okay, WebDriver manager dot I am going to use Chrome driver dot setup. This will return WebDriver manager for Chrome driver opening a Chrome driver. Okay, see Boni Garcia where we have downloaded this WebDriver package, and if you set up, see you have a method. Okay, now I am going to create WebDriver variable. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, so you import this Chrome driver also. Now let me take driver dot get, and I'm going to take this URL, and initially I'm going to type some email here. Let me inspect this element. So let's take ID which is available. Okay, driver dot find element of by dot ID of email dot send keys of. I have already created one registered some email address test101 at gmail.com. Okay, now let me take the password here. Let me inspect this. So I have ID as password. Let me copy it here and let me paste that password here, and I'm going to provide my password. Sorry. Now I'm going to click on login. Let's inspect that element. So let's take value. Let's use XPath here. Driver dot find element of by dot XPath of star at the rate value is equal to login dot click. Okay, so this will take me to the page. So after logging in, I want to let us log in first. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 is the password. Let me click on login and let me capture this web element. So the account class name is the account. So now since I need to capture this web element, I'm going to store it in a web element interface. Web element, I'll call it as email display is equal to driver dot find element of by dot class name. So I'm going to provide class name. Just a declaration is enough. So I'm going to import this web element. Now as I said, you need to take this web element reference and call the screenshot method. Okay, dot get screenshot as, okay, output type dot file. Okay, since this is a file type, we need to store this in some file variable. Okay, I'll call it as src file is equal to, and let me import this file. Now you have to copy this source file or this image which is copied into the destination folder. So for that you will be using file utils which we already discussed in previous session. Dot copy file, you can see this method file src file, file destination file. So two arguments So this returns void. So select this method, and I'm going to provide source file as this one. And in the destination, I'm going to create new file of. I'm going to provide some local path for now. So let me go to this folder. Let me create one more folder, web element. I'll call it as web elements, and let me copy this path and let me paste it here, and I'll give the file name as email underscore display dot png, because I want this on png format. So let us give this exception, add throws declaration. Now we are done. So we have written all the steps that are required to capture the screenshot. Now let's run this program. Run as Java application. Browser is open. It's opening the login page, and it is giving the email, and yes, now it's logged into our web page. Now see, you can see some flickering, right? So that means the capturing is done. Now go to this web element. See, we have created this folder just now, and you can see email display. The web element is captured, ktest101, which you are seeing on the web page. Let me open that and let's compare it. Now you can see ktest101 at gmail.com. So that way this Selenium feature 4 version 4 will help you to capture individual web elements. Okay, so hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching, and please keep watching, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and please share. So this is very important series on framework prerequisites. So in this framework prerequisite sessions, we'll be discussing on the major important concepts that are required for designing a framework. So I request you to watch these videos continuously and gain some knowledge, so that you will get some hands-on, or you yourself can be capable of designing the own framework. Okay, so see you in the next session. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.